And then we've got, and, it's also. Again, try to use, synonyms for and whenever possible. So, hence, but, nevertheless, because, since. So there's lots of examples in this speaking of the speaker being able to use synonyms rather than just relying on and, but, and so. But overall, it was quite fluent, right? So the speed was good. It's just, again, that same feedback of relying too much on and, but, and so. And then here, a bit too much unnatural hesitation. I guess you could argue that the person or she was trying to think of what to say, but it did seem a bit too unnatural. And, furthermore. And then before, again, good sequencing word here. If you're going to tell a long story, before, then, after that. Again, it's really important to use these words to develop your long answer, especially in part 2. So this was quite good. But, though, again, another synonym for but. However, this passage was quite, had quite fluent speed. So again, there's quite a bit of yellow, but again, it's mostly just me showing that you should be using synonyms for these and, but, and so's to connect your ideas. Okay, here we go. So, subsequently, and then here, and 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 here. There's too much hesitation. So this was the only longer chunk. The other times when I pointed out the hesitation, it was, just a little bit here or there. But as you can see, this is quite a long passage. And the speaker, really kind of corrected or used kind of hesitating language to keep going. And that was quite noticeable. And then and again, you can say plus. Safer. Well, again, safe's quite a common word. I just want to give, to show how it could be better. This isn't wrong, but you could just say less at risk. In addition, it's, and it's safe too. I do feel less at risk. So again, just a good expression if, you're looking to get a higher range for the lexical resource. According to reports, great expression. A little bit less common. You probably do study it, for writing, but again, it's good that the speaker put it in here. Again, it just looks quite professional to use it here and quite fluently. And squashed. Here's a word that we don't hear every day. It's kind of like, too much congestion or too many people in one area. So this was a less frequent word, and it's quite well used. Moving on, go sightseeing. Again, not the most, difficult word to use, but, again, just the idea of go and then ing after it. You'd be surprised how many people forget this during the speaking test. So again, go sightseeing, just a good expression here. And then traveled by train. Well, we've seen travel a couple times, so, maybe why not say journey or ventured. Journeyed would be more common, but again, you're trying to use synonyms, you're trying to show a better range. And you've got dirty. We probably all know what dirty is. Maybe filthy. Okay, again, it's all about range and using synonyms. Next, we've got clean. Well, you could say spotless. If you know another expression for clean, again, clean's a bit basic. Spotless sounds more academic and again, better range. Orderly, well, great word here. We could say organized. This is a great example. So orderly it was, fantastic. Organized is a bit easier. Orderly is a bit less common. So good job here using the word orderly. And long and short distance travels, again, a little bit longer phrase. And well connected, good collocation, good job. Tired, again, try to think of a synonym, well, fatigued. Okay, so again, if you're ever listening to your own recording and you hear yourself using the same words over and over again, try to think of synonyms and then do the same speaking again and try to put those synonyms in. It really does help. Again, traveled, ventured, as I mentioned before, just a better synonym. Traveled's fine. It's just good to use synonyms. And then here, 300 kilometers in an hour. Well, it should just be an hour. So that's just a tiny little mistake there. You don't need in when you're talking about speed. And then when travel, well, it should be when I travel. So just small things here and there. Next one, have any accident. It should be have an accident. Okay, this could actually fall into lexical resource, but it is grammatical. You're picking the correct determiner to have an accident. With accident, to have any accident. It would, if you said, less chance to have any accidents, that would be okay, right? It need to be plural, but have an accident. That's how it is said, and it is a grammatical issue. Next one, I feel comfortable traveling in a train as well because, there's enough space when you compare it with how squash you can be in an airplane. Again, a few clauses here, perfectly well done. Yeah, compared in, compare it with, again, all these expressions compacted into one longer sentence, many clauses, very well done. And then here, I do believe train, well, it should be trains. Okay, when you're talking about a noun that's countable, I like train, it's always pluralized, right? I do believe train, no, I do believe trains. So these nouns, when they're countable, they're always plural form when you're talking about them in general, whether you like them or you believe or you think, there's an S at the end. You have more comfortable kind of moving. Well, this is a bit unnatural. You can move around more comfortably. Again, perfectly understand what the speaker's saying, but you can move around more comfortably. It's much more easier to understand and accurate to say it that way. Next, you've got, but obviously, great, using these kind of adverbs to give it a little bit more emphasis. This does fall into grammar, which is well done. Next one, you can't do that when you're traveling in the air, okay? So again, again, two sentences connected by when, you're traveling in the air, everything's perfect here. Yeah, you can't do that when you're traveling in the air. Two clauses, boom, connected, very well done. And I traveled a lot by train, and during those university days, again, just longer, two clauses, just, when I went to the uni and came back home. And again, the uni is okay because it's referencing to her uni, so this is okay. Again, just lots of clauses, connected well, very well done. And you go, it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. This just little expression of at all just adds a little bit more emphasis, good grammar usage. At all is a grammatical expression. I can't swim at all means like really bad. So again, very well used, perfect grammar here. Next, when you think about driving yourself, and again, the speaking, don't worry about it, and you can get really tired. Okay, again, when you think about driving, again, conditional, connected, perfect. Throughout this part, sustain good linking and highlighting keywords, very appropriate pausing, right? It's not just like da 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 da. You make a point, you pause a little bit, you let the listener kind of catch your information. It's worth listening to this because it is longer, and the pausing, the linking, again, highlighting key words, everything was very well done in this, in this longer piece. Again, probably, again, the good L pronunciation. When I was in, again, I just wanted to highlight the linking. Also part of linking is last time. Think about it. It's not last time, it's last time. The T in last is cut, right? So you've got last, if I slow it down, it's last time, okay? Last time. So one of the T's is gone, and whenever this happens, whenever there's two consonants, it could be two S's, but whenever there's the final sound is one and the next sound is the same, one gets cut and they're kind of connected together to become last time, which she said perfectly, and I just wanted to highlight that here. Up next, both. I just, again, wanted to highlight that, TH, it's a little bit easier at the beginning of a word, right? Like three or thank you. But at the end of the word, it can be a bit tricky. So both, well done. And then kind of, again, good linking, kind of situation, but in a, again, three words, but in a train. She was hesitating, but the linking was perfect. A lot of other, again, a lot of other, good linking, even other, pronunciation, TH, it's voiced, other, perfectly well done.